Hello everyone and welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at two brand new knives from RoseCraft blades, and you can see by the box these are part of their traditional series of knives. Now they're both exactly the same pattern, just a different handle material, so we'll just put one box to the side and take a look at one. So the standard style craft paper style box, RoseCraft blades, we make knives for people who love knives. This side you get their web information, and again on the back as well. On the base of the knife you can see we have a product of China, RoseCraft blades again, same logo, and we're going to be taking a look at the RoseCraft Stinking Creek Sowbelly RCT023. Now this one here is in the black sandalwood, so you have the BSW, and then we have one here as well in the Stag, so you get STG at the end as well. That barcode and model number also appears on the base of the knife. Drawstring style box, who just pulls out like a drawer. Knife comes wrapped in this sort of wax style tissue paper. Obviously it's D2 steel. Now it's not sort of prone to patina that much, but there is a carbon content in it, so it can rust, but it takes quite a lot. But this sort of prevents it on its way to you, and it sits very snugly inside this bit of foam in here. Big fan of their packaging. I've said many times before, it's just easy to store in case you want to keep it or move the knives on afterwards, but for me, I love these aren't going anywhere. It also came with a new sticker. You can see we've got the Cane Creek Jack in the wood on here. Love that green as well, really nice. But let's take a look at them both. So the Stinking Creek Sowbelly, one that I've been looking forward to for months from RoseCraft blades. And I don't want to say like toot my own horn too much, but myself and Thrifty Kniffy, Andy actually said that we had a little bit of a hand in him sort of releasing this knife. So we could mention about a single bladed Sowbelly, he started looking into it and then came up with this, and we're very happy he did. Both of our favourite patterns is a Sowbelly, and a single bladed one is just absolutely superbly comfortable. But let's take a look at the specs of the knife. So we'll go around the black sandalwood first, and we'll look at the Stag afterwards. So we have a 3.875, pretty much 3.9 inches closed. This has the stainless steel bolsters, which are integral to the liners, so you can see they're all one part at the top here. Get that light a bit better for you guys so you can see. You see that there, they're all one piece. We have the stainless steel, and this is a new shield for RoseCraft. This is the club's shield, wonderfully inlaid in that black sandalwood. No gapping whatsoever, nothing to speak of, wonderfully smooth transitions. We have those nickel silver pins on there as well. And look at the grain on that black sandalwood. Isn't that just beautiful? We have brushed, sort of the brushed transition into the lined bolsters as well. Outstanding fit and finish, as you'd expect from a RoseCraft knife. They only let the best of the best come out. No gaps whatsoever. I've shone a flashlight through there, not an ounce of light coming through. And then we have that same beautiful wood on the back as well. And look at the grain on that. It's just absolutely superb. I love this knife. Honestly, I think I prefer the sandalwood to the Stag. And this is going to be more of a user for me. It's going to take a hell of a knife to get this out of my pocket, because that's where this is going right after this review. But yeah, no sharp marks at all, no sharp edges. Hafted really nicely. Can't feel anything at all. Maybe the taddest little bit on the back of the tang here, but nothing that's going to sort of cut you or hurt you. You can just sort of feel it. And again, the pins are wonderfully flush on the back as well. Dead center, as you'd expect. And I just love the Sowbelly pattern. I love the way that it sort of swoops up. And let's take a look at that blade. Nice pull onto the half stop. And then a really nice snap onto the open as well. And look at that modified clip point blade. Nice heavy swedge at the top, satin polish on the blade, nice half style nail nick. We have the RoseCraft tang stamp, and then on the back you have Andy Armstrong's Maker's Mark D2 Steel RCT023-BSW, of course for the black sandalwood. Look at that. Clip point blade, then on the site it says 2.7. Yep, that's about right, 2.7 full length, and then a cutting edge of bang on 2.5. This is going to be a hell of a knife to beat for me. I think this is going to have to be my knife of the year. Want to give it I want to give it a fair chance to other knives. I'm going to use it and see how I feel about it after some use, but honestly, it's so comfortable in the hand. It just, the Sowbelly pattern really lends itself to being comfortable. This sort of swell here fits really nicely in the recess in your hand. Action, superb. Pull, I'd say it's pretty much 6.5 to a 7. Pretty much ideal, and you know you're going to have no trouble with that in the lock-up position. Of course, it has that polished satin, so it's going to be a total fingerprint magnet. But as I mentioned, this one's going to be a worker for me, so no trouble with that getting messed up or dirty. You can see we have a stop pin at the back here, which stops any sort of blade wrap. So that sort of bar rests nicely in the sharpening choil there. Let's take a look at the edge. Nothing to complain about. Absolutely spot on all the way round. And it is scary sharp out of the box. But that is the black sandalwood. Absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at the Stag. So of course it's the same model number, 023, but only with the STG at the end, which you can see down here. And one of the things I love about Stag as well is just how it's like these are both natural materials. The grain is going to be different for your one. It's going to be, some will be darker, some will be lighter, some will have streaks like this, some will be more solid black. But that's what you get when you have a natural handle material. And the same with this Stag. I mean, look how thick the front is here, and you can see the difference where it dips in at the back. But that adds all the characteristics to Stag for me, and it looks absolutely beautiful as well. Yeah, nice pull on this one as well. I know that does feel really comfortable in the hand as well. I don't know which one it's going to be for my favourite. It's going to be a tough call for me, but of course with the Stag they've left no shield, which I love. It's really nice to see just the natural Stag. And even with the Stag, you know, the divots in the Stag, they've kept those pins as flush as they can, so you cannot feel them when you rub your hands over, which is great to see. Sometimes with Stag knives, you know, they pin them down and you can still feel the pin in the grooves, but they've managed to do that really well, and you can't feel that at all. Again, the fit and finish is absolutely phenomenal. Wonderful clip point blade. I love the shape of that, and the action is just absolutely superb. Now, I've been waiting a long time for this knife since Andy sort of teased its release many months ago, and I'm so happy that this has come out. I think perfect name for the knife, Stinking Creek Sowbelly. You know, with it being a pig, everyone says pigs, you know, dirty. They're not too bad, but I just think that's absolutely fantastic. But there you go, guys. That's my sort of quick review of the RoseCraft Blades RCT023 BSW and STG. So that's black sandalwood and the Stag. These are available on Heine Haynes here in the UK. They are $69.95 for the black sandalwood and $89.95 for the Stag. And they released this morning on Heine Haynes. So get them while you can. These aren't going to last very long. They're fantastic patterns. Nothing comfier, in my opinion, for a pocket knife than this. Goldilocks sort of size. You know, see it fits the hand really well. And this is going to be a hard one to beat for me. But I hope you enjoyed this. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Matt's got a channel, man sharp as a blade. Slipjoint Sawyer is the name he made. Pocket knives until they flow with flair. Restorations done with craftsman's care. Rusty steel polish bright in his hands. Old souls revived with a steady glance. Views keep climbing like a jagged peak. One shot rhythms, hammer sparks they speak. Slipjoint Sawyer grinding through the night. Pocket knives gleam under flickering light. Matt's got the touch, man, turning steel to gold. Every story cut deep, every piece sold.